Greetings, this is Spec Ops 56 bringing you another survival food taste test review and comparison. Today we're going to be doing a couple of food bars, emergency ration, food bar, energy bars, some new ones that I've just found I hadn't seen before, that they're the type of thing that you would want to probably have in your bug out bag, or you know, maybe taking on a hike with you. Have you know, in a bag in your vehicle, something like that. We're going to review them and review their taste and texture, all that, and compare the two against each other. What we have here is the Mayday, the emergency ration bar. This is the small individual one they call their mini meal. They do make them in a larger size with more blocks of food bar in them. But I got this just for taste test purposes. And then we have the new Millennium energy bar. In this case, it's the apricot flavor. They do have a bunch of other flavors, and so we're gonna be testing those. But first, I'm going to give you some information from their website and descriptions about each one. First, we're going to go with the Mayday mini meal bar. Now, normally, the regular rations you get for the Mayday will be in either a 2,400 calorie ration pack or a 3,600 calorie ration pack. And this particular one, this individual one, has 2 blocks of food in it, and they're 200 calories each block, so it's a 400 calorie bar altogether. Now, according to their website description, it says, finally, not only a food ration that tastes great, but it's also very nutritious. After years of research and development, Mayday Industries is proud to announce our new 2,400 and 3,600 calorie food bars. Both of these great tasting food rations have a 5-year shelf life and are U.S. Coast Guard approved under the new licensing requirements of 1995. Our food bar is baked under strict supervision to ensure the quality which you expect. Mayday food rations can be stored outside up to 149 degrees and can be eaten without preparation. Great for extended hiking trips, survival of life at sea, earthquake, preparedness, other acts of nature, or any survival situation. And according to the nutritional information, now bear in mind this nutritional information is for the 2,400 calorie pack, so if you want to know what it is individually, I'll have the individual nutrition labels on the back of the bars posted in this video, and you can see that. But on the 2,400 calorie size, each serving size is 3 ounces, has 6 servings per container, and the calories per serving are 400, calories from fat are 150. Total carbohydrates, 55 grams, 2 grams of fiber, 14 grams of sugar, and 7 grams of protein. The ingredients are enriched flour, vegetable shortening, sugar, corn syrup, soy flour, cornstarch, potassium sorbate, vitamins, a bunch of different vitamins, biotin, iodine, apple cinnamon flavor, and that is the apple cinnamon flavor bar, which I think is the only flavor the Mayday has. Now bear in mind, this is a survival food, not a health food. Now on the new Millennium bar, the information here is that the apricot Millennium bar is formulated and packaged to endure temperature extremes and has an extended shelf life of up to 5 years, same as the Mayday. These bars are also low in sodium, 400 calories per bar, so these two bars are equivalent in the calorie department. This emergency food bar was designed to provide a quick, nutritious source of energy in an emergency. The new Millennium bars are great for auto, home, school emergency kits. Also good for disaster aid, hiking, camping, travel use. Okay, so under the nutritional information, and I'll have a picture of the back of that bar, its label. I'll have that up on this video as well. The serving size is 1 bar. The calories are 400. Calories from fat, 180. It has 18 grams of fat, 6 grams of saturated fat, has 15 milligrams sodium, 52 grams of carbohydrate, less than 1 gram of fiber, 8 grams of sugar, and 8 grams of protein. Ingredients listed here is sugar, vegetable shortening, partially hydrogenated soybean and cottonseed oils, enriched bromated flour, bleached wheat flour enzymes, potassium bromate, thiamine mononitrate, riboflavin, cornstarch, wheat gluten, so it's not gluten-free, people, dextrose, desiccated coconut, corn syrup, and some other stuff here. So once again, this is not health food, this is survival food. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and open these up, and John will get a close-up. So while I do that, so you'll be able to see what they look like before we do the actual taste test. Alright, we'll go with the Mayday bar first. Now some of you are probably familiar, if you've been prepping for any length of time, probably familiar with the Daytrex and bars, and there's another one that's been around about the same amount of time that I can't think of the name of at the moment, that come in these kind of bricks. And some of you may have tried those before, and we'll have found out that they are not the best tasting. One of them tastes kind of like sugar cookie dough, and they're really dense, whereas the other one tastes kind of like coconut, and it's also dense and dry. Any of these kind of food bars like this, you really need to drink plenty of water along with them. See if I can get this thing out of here. There we go. Alright, this is what the Mayday mini meal apple cinnamon food bar looks like. And it's pretty dense. You know, as you can see, appearance wise it looks like a really dense baked sugar cookie. And we will see. Break it up, you can see how it's pretty crumbly, very dry texture. Now we'll see what the new Millennium energy bar is like. And this one doesn't have a notch for tearing it, so I'll see if I can't get it open this way. And of course not. I should have brought a knife. see if I can get it open this way. This is not the sharpest knife in the world, or scissors. Let's see. Alright, there we go. Alright, this one just looks like a really darker version of that one. And in my experience, all of these food bars, survival food bars, are going to be like this. Very dense, usually very dry, very brittle. This looks like basically this one that's just been baked a little longer. See, the textures are very similar. I will say that this one feels just slightly more moist than that one. Just slightly. Alright, so we're going to cut, and then John will come around here and we will review these things. Alright, now. Let's give you that and that, and I'll take these two. Now first, let's take a look at it. Tell me what you think of how it looks, the texture. Give it a smell.
It smells like a sugar cookie.
Yeah. It has a slight apple smell to it. I don't really smell much in the way of cinnamon, and it's only a slight apple smell. This is the Mayday bar, by the way. So let's go ahead and take a bite. And yep, very dense. Very, very dry. You better have some water with you to wash this down.
It doesn't taste bad.
It's not bad, but something that's called apple cinnamon, I would have expected to have a stronger apple and cinnamon flavor. Excuse us while we wash this down so we can talk. But the flavor wise, it's not bad. It's very, very mild apple cinnamon kind of cookie dough flavor, kind of sugar cookie flavor. Well, that takes care of the Mayday bar. Now, if you were in a survival situation, you'd probably be happy to have this. But if you were in a survival situation where you had very limited water to drink, you probably wouldn't want to eat one of these. Because these things generally are designed to expand in your stomach in order to help fill you up, and you need to have plenty of water to drink with something like this. And because of the dry texture, this thing, just that one bite of it just about took all the moisture right out of my mouth. Okay, now we'll go with the apricot Millennium bar. Doesn't really smell like apricot to me.
No.
It's a kind of a fruity cookie smell, but it sure don't smell like apricot. Well, let's give this one a try. This one is sweeter.
Tastes more like a graham cracker.
Mm-hmm.
And it is sweeter.
You can taste a little fruitiness from, but something I'm not liking the fruitiness flavor, the apricot flavor, has a very chemical taste to it.
Yeah.
It's a very artificial taste. And it's a very unpleasant chemical aftertaste. It's not, the bar, as I thought, is not quite as dry in texture as the Mayday. It's definitely more moist. And boy, I can't get past this aftertaste.
Yeah. It's just hanging there.
My my verdict on this new Millennium, maybe one of the other flavors will be better, I don't know. But my verdict on this apricot new Millennium bar is that if I was starving, I would eat it. But otherwise, this is some nasty tasting shit. This aftertaste, it wasn't so bad when I first bit into it and started chewing. The more I chewed, the longer it was in my mouth, the worse that chemical aftertaste got. And it tastes nothing like any apricot I ever had.
It's nasty.
Yeah.
I take the Mayday.
The Mayday bar is, in taste, is far superior. There's no chemical aftertaste with this. And like I said, it's just a mild, slightly apple flavor, sugar cookie taste.
Yeah.
The only thing that the Millennium bar has over the Mayday bar is that it is slightly more moist. This is very, very dry. So you definitely need plenty of water with this. But I would much prefer to have the Mayday bar in my bug out bag than I would that Millennium bar. I will not be buying any more of these new Millennium food bars. But I probably will get some more of these Mayday bars. Now I've had those other two survival ration bars that have been around longer, and this is superior in flavor and texture to either one of those, in my opinion. So final review of these two in comparison. I give a big thumbs down to the new Millennium apricot bar. And I give a thumbs up for what it is on the Mayday bar.
I agree.
I hope that you found this helpful. Of course, everybody's tastes are different, so your review might be exactly the opposite of ours. You might love this artificial apricot chemical aftertaste of the Millennium bar, but I wouldn't bet on it. So anyway, that's been another survival food taste test and review. And from Spec Ops 56 and my faithful Indian companion John. And I hope that we see you at the next one. Till then, over and out.
Yum yum, eat 'em up, eat 'em up.